A lot of shit happened yesterday, so let's recap. But before we do, please make sure y'all follow me on YouTube and IG. We don't know how long TikTok is gonna last. At least 12 people, including a famous singer, were unalived in a plane crash yesterday. A Jetstream aircraft plunged into the sea minutes after taking off. The famous musician Aurelio Martinez was aboard. Let's keep everybody in our prayer. Frumpy's upset that Hamilton will no longer be performing at the Kennedy Center. He said he never liked the show after they canceled on his ass. Scientists find evidence that the entire universe is actually inside a black hole. Why the fuck hasn't it eaten us up yet? Undercover Trump admin memo lays out plan to sabotage Social Security. The plan is to debilitate the agents, cause significant process delays, and prevent many Americans from receiving and applying for Social Security. Make America great again, right? Niger's military government has announced the withdrawing from global French-speaking nation. They got rid of all of their colonizers, suspended diplomatic and military ties to France. Go off. Elania claims that there are 14 computers that send money out of thin. I really need you to start producing evidence, sir. Study shows marriage increases the risk of women being overweight by 39% compared to single women. I've gained 10 pounds just by being in a relationship. Drake's lawyers clap back at UMG, filing to dismiss the lawsuit, basically saying UMG wants to pretend like this is about a rap battle. It is about a rap battle. DEI is dead. U.S. federal housing director decides to show all the empty buildings where federal workers used to be. Y'all fired everybody. And the ones that didn't want to work in the office, they didn't want to work in the office. Y'all are leasing the building. Put that shit up for sale. I want to know who did this. Who created this BBL madness bracket? Y'all ain't got shit else to do? Georgia teen missing for over a year, found in Tennessee by defects in custody. She was under a false name. There's a reason why this girl ran away from home and changed her identity. I want to know why. Lean Cuisines and Stouffer's frozen meals recalled over potential wood contamination. We should not be eating that shit anyways. Trumpy administration accuses 45 universities of radical discrimination. They're partnering with the PhD Project, which promotes diversity in business education. We need to stop saying DEI is dead and just say white supremacy is on the rise. Chicago activist confronts migrants for calling fundamental Black Americans lazy. She said, what's lazy is coming into this country and stepping on the necks of Black people who fought for your rights and then calling us lazy. I agree. Trump's anti-Semitism chief shares Jew card post from white supremacists. Leo Terrell is a Black man. Let that sink in. Mia says she's going to knock the brakes off Giselle's head for calling her a terrible mother. That's some thug shit, and that's also a threat. You don't want to end up where Karen is. Looks like Kimmy is going for full custody, and I don't blame her. Kanye goes off on a rant saying a white woman is controlling his Black children. He takes shots at Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He comments on Cassie and Diddy's relationship. Talks about unaliving himself. And so much more. Kanye West is an example of who needs to be in a conservatorship. Somebody need to make that happen. A Syrian village is under attack. A change in regime is causing it. Mass graves have been found. So Tennessee Republicans have two bills that will let corporations spike rates when it comes to your mortgages. Democratic Representative Johnny Shaw voted yes for it, out of spite of another Republican. Trumpy says the call with Putin went great. He said we agreed to an immediate ceasefire on all energy and infrastructure, with an understanding that we will be working quickly to complete ceasefire and ultimately end this very horrible war between Russia and Ukraine. Well, according to multiple sources, Putin made Frumpy wait an hour to get on the phone. Pulling those power strings. The Frumpy administration lifts bans on segregated bathrooms, dining areas, and for federal work. I make this very clear. Anything that happens federally will trickle down to the everyday person. Bring on segregation. Spelman College removed Slutty Vegan, and they replaced it with Twisted Tea. I didn't know Slutty Vegan was that expensive. I thought you would have done some kind of price change for students. San Francisco Pride loses $300,000 after sponsors drop out. The tone has changed in this country. Yeah, white supremacy, white conservatism, white Christian nationalism is on the rise. That's what happens when you fuck up the vote. Early humans migrated out of Africa to populate the entire planet. Every human on this planet has ancestors originating from Africa. This is true whether you like it or not. That's why Black women carry the Eve gene. Angel Reese takes shots at the WNBA for the $75K salary after she wins $50K bonus in a 3-on-3 league. I leave they ass. Fuck that. I'm going 3-on-3. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer defends his reason on voting for the House government spending bill. He said if we would have shut down the government, it would have been devastation like we haven't seen before. Chief Justice Roberts make a statement after Trump calls for impeachment of judges that went against his order. Appeal it, Trump. Appeal it. She's back. Carrie Hilson is coming back to music, and I'm kind of excited about it. Bring the old R&B girlies back. Young Ma's ex airs out all her literally saying that she cleaned that girl's ass. Nothing like a woman scorned. Minnesotans want to officially classify Trump derangement syndrome as a mental illness. That basically means if you don't like Trump, you must be mentally ill. I want to know what y'all are taking. Are y'all all drinking from the same cup? But here's the kid. Minnesota lawmaker who pushed for this bill has been arrested for soliciting a minor. Yes, Republican Representative Justin Eckhorn has been arrested and charged with a felony for soliciting a minor for prostitution. Y'all all are drinking from the same cup. It looks like Diddy's attorneys received alleged victims' names in his federal ex-trafficking and racketeering case. And Diddy's attorneys filed this motion on March 6th that he wanted all the identities. Now, the judge did say you can look at them, but you cannot out them publicly. Let's see what happens. Judge finds U.S. aid shut down unconstitutional, orders Doge to restore employee access. And this is why Biden put so many judges in place before he left. Someone set Elania's cars on fire with a Molotov cocktail and a firearm and then wrote resist on the building. Tesla is really getting fucked up right now. So bad that Tesla board members sell off $100 million in stocks. Bankrupt his ass over there. Trumpy fires both Democratic commissioners at the Federal Trade Commission. Yeah, that doesn't seem illegal. Monique issues an open letter to Tyler Perry following his speech during Angie Stone's celebration of life. Monique, that wasn't the time. Sorry, Auntie, that was not the time. A county in Ohio is renting out jail cells to ICE. Sheriff Richard Jones is eager to fill the cell. He looks like one of them. I don't care if I'm too woke. I hate seeing non-black people wear bonnets. I agree. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That is cultural appropriation. Nobody wanted to wear a bonnet until they saw black women wearing it because they thought they were hood and gay. I'm sorry, urban. Breaking news, appeals court overturns Ohio ban in gender-affirming care for trans youth. These judges are doing a fucking thing. Indians now own more property in London than English people do. I find that hilarious. Astronauts are finally back home. That's the one thing SpaceX has actually done. The United States has the world's most extreme weather. No other region in the world suffers from a combination of hurricanes, tornadoes, droughts, floods, wildfires, blizzards, heat waves, and cold snaps. The United States has multiple personalities. What do you expect? Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. He got his Coretta. Mother speaks out after third student dies from flu outbreak in PG County. One school is battling 72 cases. Federal judge blocks President Trump's order banning transgender people from military service. Thank you. Tulsa's first black mayor, Monroe Nicholas, takes the stand declaring June 1st as Tulsa Race Massacre Observance Day, a bold move honoring the past to ensure our history is never erased. Tracy Morgan gives a health update. If you don't know, he was escorted out of a basketball game for throwing. Come to find out it was food poison. Let's send him our prayers. Trump supporters grow angry over Medicaid and Medicare cut. Y'all really thought white folks were exempt. Amazon plans to terminate 14 managerial positions to save $3.5 billion this year. More reason to boycott. Doe's cut $800 million from Johns Hopkins. Thousands of employees are being fired, including veterans. Johns Hopkins, the shit we really need? Alabama Barker being a colonizer. I'm not calling them culture vultures anymore. They're colonizers. Let's keep it that way. It took 381 days for the Montgomery bus boycott to be successful. We have to stay the course. Bankrupt Target and then go after Amazon. The only way we can hurt them is with our buying power. So stay strong. Because when the rich robs the poor, it's called business. When the poor fights back, it's called violence. I'll see you people in a bit.